Hi, my name is Alvin Zhou, and I'm going to be testing the effects of wind on acoustic distance sensors. As you can see, I'm going to be using these acoustic distance sensors here, which I received in a aftermarket parking assist kit. The kit also came with this display, and I'm powering both of them through this DC power supply at 12 volts. I will also be using this fan to simulate wind and the styrofoam board as an object in the path of the distance sensors. So as you can see right now, the acoustic sensors are not picking up anything because there's nothing in their path, and the display is blank. I will now be moving the styrofoam board into their path. So before we get to testing, I just wanted to touch on a little bit about how acoustic sensors work. So acoustic sensors transmit an acoustic signal, and then they wait for the reflected signal. The time delay associated with the reflected signal can be correlated to the distance of the object that the signal bounced off of. Typically, how these acoustic sensors generate the sound wave or the signal is they have a moving diaphragm inside of them that jerks back and forth really quickly, which generates the sound wave or signal. Now, because the signal that they generate propagates through air, they can be affected by high air speeds or noisy environments. This is why other systems like blind spot detection for when your car is moving at high speeds mainly use other distance sensors that are not acoustic, because particularly for blind spot detection when you're on the interstate moving, those wind speeds are really high, and the acoustic sensors would just have too much noise to be useful. Now, alternatively, for parking assisting systems like this one, acoustic sensors are ideal because your car will either be in park position or you'll be backing up really slowly. So I guess we can start with the testing now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this board back a distance until you can see the red light disappear. Okay, so the red light has disappeared, and I'm going to show you the distance away from the fan that it currently is. Now I'll move it back. Now I'll turn the fan on its highest setting. And I will repeat my process and move the board back until the red light disappears for both sensors. So here's the distance that's from the fan. And as you can see, there is a slightly noticeable change in the distance compared to before. And I'll move it back. Now, obviously this fan's wind speed is nowhere close to what your car is experiencing on the road, especially on the interstate. And there was a slight change in the distance from about there to there, and this can ultimately, or will ultimately, be amplified or magnified when you're using acoustic sensors on an interstate. So that is the effect of wind on acoustic sensors.